Shoemaker Guitar Works. And how you doing today? We've got here a brand spanking new PRS. This is for Cameron of Eugene, Levy, and he bought this other guitar. Eventually I'm going to do an Evertune mod to it, but I've never seen a flat black one before. Most of the PRSs have a really pretty book match top on them, but I really like this flat black with the natural flame maple binding, and then beautiful mahogany back, and it's all one piece mahogany too. It's not split down the middle, so that's just gorgeous. But it has the good PRS locking tuners on it, and I'm going to do a few things here. I got to do a general setup to it. I'm going to set it up with 11 beefy slinkies, but with those he likes to have a wound G, so I'm going to put these come with a 22 plain for the G string. I'll probably put a 24 wound on there. Another thing I'm going to do is do a tremolo block to it. He doesn't use the tremolo and he wants it to stay in tune, so I will set it up with the tremolo blocked. But what a cool guitar, man. And you know, these come set up pretty decently from the factory, but I have room for improvement for sure. It's a little bit high from about the 10th fret up or so. So I'll have to lower down the saddles. I'm going to screw down the bridge and put a block behind it so it does not move at all when it's got string tension on it. So anyway, without further ado, first thing we got to do is take these strings off of here, which were, by the way, not wound correctly. They had too many wraps on them. Wow, this one's really, really tight. I think I might have to do a little oiling on that. Ooh, that one's really tight too. That shouldn't be. So we're going to have to investigate why those are so tight. Like, they're so tight that I don't think my string winder... Well, yeah, it moves them, I guess, but that is ridiculously tight. So this will probably be the next victim for the Evertune bridge mod. But, you know, he just spent quite a bit of money on this guitar, so he doesn't want, he's not quite ready to do that. We'll probably put a different set of pickups in it also. But anyway, I'll bring you back when we got the strings off, and I'll show you what we do for blocking the trim. Alright, so I got the back plate off, and the first thing I want to do is just tighten these springs. So they keep full tension towards the end. Next thing I'm going to do is screw down these trim screws. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm making a hardtail out of this guitar. So the bridge will never move, and once the strings are stretched, it'll stay in tune. Did this to the other one that I put the Evertune on before I did the Evertune, and he liked that for a year or so, but he knew he wanted the Evertune. So now I've got that blocked, or tightened up. I'm going to put just a shade more, pretty much screwing these almost all the way in. And that'll keep tension there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my measuring scale, my machinist scale, and I'm going to measure between the end of this block and right here, and I'm going to make a temporary block to put in there. And I will use just a couple dabs of glue to put it in there to hold it. But I'll bring you back when I have my measurements and my block made. Alright, so I got my little block of mahogany made. And I got to figure out which way I'm going to put this thing in here, which would be that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one little drop of tight bond, put it on there, just kind of spread it across so it's got something to stick to. Which way did I have this thing? Alright, put that down in there just like that. And there we have it, a block tremolo. I'll let that glue dry for a little bit, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to restring it and do the setup. Alright, so one of the things I want to do here is, let me move this down so you can see a little better. Should have prepared before I hit the record, but anyway, I make my own nut sauce here. It's basically, it's a graphite paste that I make. And I just want to put a tiny bit in each nut slot here to lubricate it. Before I put the strings on. So and when you're tuning it, you don't get those little creaks and pops that you might get from also. So I've got the string pulled all the way through, and you want to pull as much tension as you can on it before you tighten that set screw down on the wonderful PRS locking tuners. I absolutely love these. And then you can trim it off. So I will bring you back when we have all the strings on and I'm ready to check the setup. Alright, well, I forgot to hit record when I was doing the setup, but the last thing I got to do is put this truss rod cover on. Paul Reed Smith, their truss rod covers are awesome because they're anodized aluminum. So this is black anodized aluminum. It's flat to match the rest of the guitar, which is awesome. This is actually a CE model, and it says CE on it. He wants it flipped over, so it does not show that, so that's what I'm going to do. And this is the last step here in putting this guitar back together. Get my little tiny Phillips here. Push that through where it's supposed to go. Truss rod used about a quarter of a turn. Since I forgot to hit record, I'll just tell you what I had to do. And I had to adjust the saddles just a little bit, not much, but it's pretty much perfect now. In fact, it's really low. He might even want me to raise it up a little bit, but I tend to go on the low side, and then if I need to, I can bring it up. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is Cameron Smith's brand spanking new PRS CE Custom 24, I believe, or something like that. Anyway, not exactly sure on the model, but what a great guitar. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.